Man, finally, season 2 of The Morning Show. This is Apple TV's best show, and I couldn't wait till this was announced. Now having a chance to see the entire season, I got so much to talk about. So without further ado, folks, let's jump into that review, folks, right now. What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to the channel today for another review. Today we're going to be reviewing season 2 of The Morning Show. This is Apple TV's best show, as I said, and it returns back to Apple TV Plus September 17th, and man, it's fantastic. It's really fantastic. The Morning Show is their best show. It's an Emmy Award winner, and it's rightfully so. I remember when I seen first season, I was like, this is easily their best show. And ever since then, I've just been anticipating when would season 2 drop. So there is 10 episodes. They're about an hour each. And it picks up some point after. Well, we see the residuals of everything that happened in season 1. It is super important that you check out season 1 before you check out season 2. I really don't think you can understand a lot of the state of mind of where certain characters are at, especially when you're talking about Jennifer Aniston's character, Steve Carell's character. I think that you have got to know where things left before, before they got to this point. But in this one, and if you don't know really the premise of the morning show, it's basically showing you what's it like behind curtains for the show that wakes up America each morning, and there's a bunch of scandal within the business, within the show, within the entire organization that runs, that owns the show. All sorts of different things are kind of happening here, and they're like real life ramifications. So a lot of these characters and a lot of the things that some of these characters are going through are what some people have went through in real life, especially in these same environment. So there's definitely a parallel to a lot of that. Another huge parallel for season 2 is that this takes place right when the pandemic was getting ready to take off. So this was happening between January and March of 2019, was it? Or 2020, I can't remember. Whenever the pandemic was about to start. That area of when we were hearing things about it and we really didn't know what was happening. And then, eventually in March, April is when we got to the lockdown. So like, it's interesting because as the morning show and they have to report news, there was parts of there's like, hey, we're here, something's happening overseas, we should run it. Just like, it's nothing. So, and that's a lot of what was happening in real life, so that was interesting that they incorporated that. But yeah, they deal with all sorts of societal things, cancel culture, misconduct within the business, controversy, all sorts of different things like that. It's all embedded into this season. And then, Jennifer Aniston character Alex here, who we kind of see what happened to her from the end of last season, as she returns back to the morning show, and I tell you, she gets hit left and right with things. This season is relentless to the character Alex. She goes through so much returning back to the show. She's going to get her own exclusive segment or show, but actually being back on the morning show. I mean, she's going to work for the business. She wasn't initially going to work back for the morning show, but with working within the business, she's going to have her own show, but having to return back to the morning show. And it's just a lot of different things she goes through, like a lot. It's almost unfair for that character had to go through so much this season. And then with the revolutionary changes in entertainment, streaming services becomes a factor into this season as well. So you're gonna get into that as well too. And then Reese Witherspoon's character, Bradley, man, we learned so much about her family, her relationship with her brother, and all sorts of other different relationships that she goes through. We really get behind the curtains with this character because Bradley is one of those, she was the character that we knew was the future of the morning show, but like, what type of pressure did that mean for her? Or like, what else was she really going through that makes her who she is? And they really explore the psychology of her really deep, and it gets really interesting. And we know her and Alice, Bradley and Alice, it's kind of an awkward relationship, you know, and, you know, that gets explored as well, too. So, you know, we'll see. And then the effects of Mitch, who is Steve Carell's character, and how that created divide within the morning show crew, and just all sorts of different things. Because, like, you know, he's gone. He's off the morning show. He's actually living in Italy right now. And although he's miles away, he still has left a very toxic atmosphere back on the morning show. And while, you know, his character is clearly a bad person, there's just this season, you know, we see a lot of this character, which may breed empathy. And I think it will be interesting to see where they go with that. And, you know, I gotta say that the conclusion of the season wasn't super strong, because I still wanted more. But I love the idea that the door is open for season 3, and I can't wait. Like, there is some monumental things that happen that just gonna change the landscape of this show going forward. And, you know, you can expect good performances. That's without a question. And it's truly emotionally driven. I mean, from Bradley to Alex to Mitch, everybody is getting their time to shine. This show is amazing. Season 2 is fantastic. This is the must-watch show for Apple TV Plus, without a question. I love C. I love Truth Be Told. I love all different shows that they got and shows that are coming up. But the morning show is the one you do not miss. This is good. This is a solid quality show that you will expect to see during award season. So do not miss out on this. Be sure to check out season 1. You don't want to miss that out. And as I said, season 2 will be premiering September 17th. So folks, as always, jump in the comments. Let me know your thoughts about the morning show. What did you think about season 1? Are you excited for season 2? Need to know. And if you're not, get excited, because you should. But yeah, jump in the comments. Let me know your thoughts. And as always, stay tuned for more reviews very soon.